Hi everybody, I'm Kelly Goodrich with a very special Inside the Music for you. Today, instead of going inside the music, we're going inside the cruise industry. We're here in the Port of Tampa in Tampa, Florida on a Saturday afternoon where normally there would be tens of thousands of people embarking or disembarking on the 3 or 4 ships that would be in port today. But of course, due to the current conditions, it's a ghost town. Behind me, the lovely Brilliance of the Seas, which is a Radiance class ship for Royal Caribbean. And for those of you who don't know my background, I actually have worked for Royal Caribbean for 10 years as a schooner bar entertainer, a piano player. And I'm off on a hiatus right now, just the same as thousands upon thousands of my crew member friends. And so we're just waiting our time out until this all passes and we can get back out there and get back out on the seas again. But almost 10 years ago, I started my career with Royal Caribbean on the Radiance of the Seas, which was actually ported out of Tampa right here, which was very, very unique for me, being in port 1 day a week in my hometown. So since then, there's been 15 different ships with Royal, 25 different contracts, been all over the world, met so many wonderful people, and now's kind of a time to reflect back on what's going on in the industry right now. Pretty much across the board, the ships are coming into their ports maybe once every 10, 15, 20 days to load up on fuel, supplies, maybe exchange some crew members, and then back out to sea they go. They'll go back out anchor or go down toward the Bahamas and just bide their time until they come back to port whenever it's necessary. So this has been going on now for about 4 weeks, and originally the cruise industry felt that it was going to be a 30-day suspension of operations, but then it went to 60 days, and now as of today it's 100 days. So we're talking the earliest continuation of service being late June, early July, and again it's going to depend on how the virus goes through its normal channels. In the meantime, all the crew members that are on these ships, and Brilliance here, being Radiance class, has about 1,750 crew members normally versus 2,700 to 3,300 passengers. So of those 2,700, originally the cruise lines were going to keep the full complement of crew members on if it was only going to be 30 days, but seeing that it's longer, a lot of the crew members are going to go home. But there's another dilemma. Crew members from Indonesia, Philippines, Eastern European bloc, even if they're allowed to go home, and Royal provides them flights to go home and come back in a situation like this. Unfortunately, if they fly to their country, most times they can't get from their airport to home because their country is on lockdown. So it's a huge dilemma for all those great crew members of not only Royal Caribbean, but every cruise line. And it's affecting, of course, anything cruise related. I want you to look right over here. This is the Wild Dolphin cruise line right here. This is a dinner cruise that goes out of Tampa every evening. Beautiful dinner cruise. Of course, its operation is also shut down. Right over here is the American Victory, one of only 4 World War II ships still fully functioning. And that's a museum here in the Port of Tampa. Right here we have the Florida Aquarium. Right here it draws thousands of people daily. Of course, it's all shut down also. Back in the distance, Carnival Paradise. They're also shut down. On the other side of them, Oceania Cruise Lines has Insignia there. And one of the really, really heartfelt problems is that most times the crew cannot get off in these ports. So it's just a docking operation to get some fuel or to take care of some provisions. Here on Brilliance, they're doing a little bit of outside maintenance right now on the ship. So they're taking the time to do that. Being in touch with all my crew member friends from around the world, the ones that are on the ships are certainly heartsick that they can't get home, but the one positive is the cruise industry as a whole is fighting to get rid of that coronavirus on any ship in the world. right now there's a very few ships that have any coronavirus on board, but their goal is to get rid of it as soon as possible. They're quarantining any of their crew members who might have it. They're getting them off to health care when they can, and once they get down to the 0 count, they will keep it there and wait patiently until the day that we can resume operations. And believe me, the way that they disinfect these ships is nothing short of unbelievable. So this is all within the realm of their job, and they take it seriously, and we want to get to that 0 count weeks and months before we resume operations, and we'll keep it that way. So that's the positive news there. So all we can do is bide our time. We have to stay positive. We have to keep a good sense of well-being about ourselves, because that's most important for our immune systems. And so I'm asking you, please, be in touch with your family, stay positive, eat right, do as much exercise as you can, and also, like I say, reach out to other people who need you. And also, one last word is that I'm doing, as I say, I'm a schooner bar piano player for Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. In case you don't know, I do an 8:30 broadcast every night but Saturday on Facebook. It's a live piano bar. I take requests. I talk to all our thousands of friends, fellow guests on the cruise lines, crew members from all around the world. I talk to some fellow musicians of mine who are doing the same thing. So tune in, 8:30 p.m. Sunday through Friday. It's a 1-hour program. I do sometimes a little bit of a tribute, sometimes a theme, sometimes a certain era of music. I take requests. I want to know what you want to hear. So look forward to seeing you. That's Kelly's Evening Melodies on Facebook, 8:30 p.m. every evening, except Saturday. So listen, stay well out there, wash your hands, be healthy, be strong, we'll get through this, okay? On behalf of executive producer Ann Goodrich, I'm Kelly in the Port of Tampa, Florida. Thank you so much. See you next time.